Manaslu Circuit Trek. Let's take you through the day-by-day experience. Day 1. Namaste, and welcome to the land of the Himalayas. Upon arrival at Tribhuvan International Airport, our friendly team will be waiting to greet you with a private airport transfer, ensuring a smooth and comfortable transition into Nepal. You'll check into a hotel in the heart of Kathmandu, a city known for its vibrant chaos, rich history, and UNESCO-listed temples. This evening, enjoy a welcome dinner, where you'll meet your guide and fellow trekkers, and receive a detailed trek briefing. Day 2. Drive to Machha Khola. Today's journey takes you out of the valley and deep into rural Nepal. The drive to Machha Khola, via local bus or optional private jeep winds, through lush hills, terraced fields, and riverside villages. This is your first real taste of Nepal's middle hills, where daily life unfolds much as it has for centuries. We overnight in a simple mountain tea house with basic comforts and a peek into the slower life of the Himalayas. Day 3. Trek to Jagat. The trail begins. As you trek along the Budi Gandaki River, you'll cross suspension bridges and pass through Gurung and Magar villages. This area is still relatively untouched by mass tourism. Expect warm smiles and curious glances from local children. Jagat itself is a stone-paved village with a Tibetan Buddhist influence, and it marks the official entry into the Manaslu Conservation Area. All meals are included, giving you one less thing to worry about. Day 4. Trek to Deng. Today's trail carves through jungle ravines and cascading waterfalls, with increasing glimpses of the snow peaks above. You'll pass Philim, a culturally rich Gurung village with colorful prayer flags and a large Buddhist stupa. As you gain altitude, the villages become more Tibetan in character. Tonight, we sleep in Deng, a tiny hamlet perched high above the river, surrounded by steep cliffs and forested slopes. Day 5. Trek to Namrung. The landscapes grow more dramatic today as we move into narrow gorges and pine forests. Namrung, your destination, is a beautifully restored Tibetan-style village, complete with chortens, mani walls, and intricately carved wooden houses. This area marks the beginning of the Nubri region, a culturally Tibetan enclave of Nepal, where Tibetan dialects and customs dominate. Altitude awareness becomes important here. Your guide will monitor your health regularly using an oximeter. Day 6. Trek to Shyala via Low. This is a highlight day. As you trek through Low village, you'll pass the majestic Ribung Monastery and get your first stunning view of Mount Manaslu, the world's 8th highest peak. The trail climbs gradually to Shyala, a panoramic village ringed by glaciers, juniper forests, and Himalayan giants like Himalchuli and Peak 29. This is a photographer's dream. Your included full board means you can relax and simply take it all in. Day 7. Hike to Pung Gompa and trek to Summer Gaon. Today's optional side trip to Pung Gompa offers soul-stirring views and a chance to visit an ancient Buddhist monastery nestled in a glacial amphitheater. Afterward, continue to Summer Gaon, the spiritual and cultural heart of the Nubri Valley. This large village has a Gompa monastery, mani walls, yak pastures, and spectacular views of Manaslu towering above. It's also a place to engage with locals, many of whom live semi-nomadic lives. Day 8. Acclimatization hike to Manaslu Base Camp or Birendra Lake. Use this day to rest and acclimatize, or join a hike to Manaslu Base Camp 4,800 meters, or the turquoise glacial lake of Birendra Tal. These are high-altitude challenges, but incredibly rewarding. Back in Summer Gaon, take time to explore the monastery or chat with locals over butter tea. Trekking permits and TIMs are included. Just don't forget to bring 2 passport-sized photos for registration. Day 9. Trek to Samdo. You'll feel the altitude today as we trek through windswept alpine landscapes to Samdo, the last permanent settlement before the Tibetan border. Samdo is a Tibetan refugee village, a hauntingly beautiful place where traders still cross from Tibet with salt, wool, and stories. With no trees and vast openness, the environment here is stark but mesmerizing. Your guide and porter team continue to ensure a safe, supported journey. Day 10. Trek to Dharmasala, Larkya Phedi. This shorter day brings us to Dharmasala, also known as Larkya Phedi, the final staging post before we cross the high pass. It's a basic settlement at high altitude, surrounded by massive glacial moraines. Here, We rest, hydrate, and prepare for the crossing. For larger groups, an assistant guide will be added to offer more hands-on support during this critical section. Day 11. Cross Larkya Pass to Bhimthang. Today is the climactic moment of your trek. We wake early to cross the Larkya Pass, 5,106 meters, a vast, awe-inspiring ridge with jaw-dropping views of Himnong Himal, Kanguru, and Annapurna too. It's a physically demanding day, but the sense of accomplishment at the summit is unforgettable. We descend to the meadow-lined valley of Bhimthang, where rest, warmth, and a hearty meal await. Day 12. Trek to Dharapani. You'll descend through rhododendron forests, cross wooden bridges, and pass waterfalls as you re-enter lower altitudes. This day is a quiet return to greenery and gentle trails. Villages like Goa and Tiliche offer charming stone houses and apple orchards, reminding you of the journey's full circle. Tonight, rest in Dharapani, a crossroad of the Annapurna and Manaslu regions. Day 13. Drive back to Kathmandu. We leave the mountains behind on a long scenic drive back to Kathmandu. All ground transport is included, and if comfort is a priority, you may opt for a private jeep upgrade. Back in the capital, enjoy a final farewell dinner, and take time to reflect on all you've seen and achieved. Day 14. Departure from Kathmandu. Your private airport transfer will ensure a smooth conclusion to your journey. As a memento of your incredible trek, you'll receive a Places Nepal trekking cap, t-shirt, and a certificate of achievement. Thank you for choosing us for your Manaslu adventure. With comfortable lodges, expert guides, all meals included, and thoughtful safety provisions, this is more than a trek, it's a fully supported Himalayan experience. Subscribe to our channel or visit our website to learn more.